Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi is participating in the 7th Mid-Year Coordination Summit of the African Union held in Equatorial Guinea. President el-Sisi attends the meeting as Egypt currently chairs the North African Regional Group and leads the steering committee of the African Union Development Agency, NEPAD. President el-Sisi is set to highlight Egypt's efforts to strengthen peace, security and development across Africa. The president is also expected to meet with fellow African leaders to discuss the continent's challenges and ways to promote stability and prosperity for Africans. Equatorial Guinea's President Teodoro Obiang has called for Africa to take a stronger role in global decision-making during the 7th African Union Mid-Year Coordination Summit. He emphasized that justice is tied to economic development and highlighted terrorism as a major threat to the continent's stability. Obiang urged political will to resolve ongoing conflicts across Africa. At least 15 Palestinians were killed and dozens injured when Israeli warplanes struck a busy market in the Al-Darraj neighborhood of central Gaza City. Among those killed was Dr. Ahmed Andil, a senior general surgeon at Al Ahli Baptist Hospital. The market, located near Ramzun al-Samir, lies in one of the city's most densely populated areas. The strike brought Sunday's death toll across Gaza to at least 60 amid intensified Israeli attacks. The International Committee of the Red Cross has announced that it received 132 wounded near aid distribution sites in Palestinian Rafah, southern Gaza. Since the establishment of these centers, the ICRC has treated over 3,400 injured and recorded 250 deaths. The ICRC described the situation in Gaza as unacceptable, with civilians enduring horrific conditions. Israeli opposition leader Yair Lapid has sharply criticized the government's plan to turn Rafah into a humanitarian city for Gaza's population, calling it a costly and dangerous political maneuver to appease far-right coalition partners. Lapid argued that the $4.5 billion earmarked for the project would be better spent on easing the financial burden on Israeli citizens by improving education, public transportation and childcare services. He called for an end to the war and the return of Israeli detainees, rather than pursuing what he views as costly and politically motivated plans. Iran has said it will continue cooperating with the UN nuclear watchdog, but under new conditions. Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi condemned the strikes as a violation of international law, warning of serious risks from damaged sites, including radioactive leaks and unexploded munitions. Our cooperation with the IAEA has not stopped, he said, but it will now take a new form, managed by Iran's Supreme National Security Council as mandated by recent legislation. Araghchi criticized Western nations for failing to condemn the attacks, saying the real damage was done to the global non-proliferation regime, not just Iran's infrastructure. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen has said the EU is prepared to defend its interests if the US goes ahead with a 30% tariff on European goods starting August 1st. While reaffirming the EU's commitment to reaching an agreement, von der Leyen warned that proportionate countermeasures could be adopted if needed, emphasizing the bloc's adherence to fair trade and openness.